All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure 2.0. Where everybody's opinion is still loud. We already have kind of a panel here going. And what we're going to talk about is there is a case update and what they're asking for. Now they're asking for a non-jury trial. Because basically, yeah, go figure. Go figure they asked for a fucking non-jury trial after they've had their asses just fucking handed to them by the courts. Go figure. All of a sudden, hey, we need a non-jury trial, everybody. Okay. Hey, Asha, all the way from the future. Welcome.
The only question now is, was there an oral breach of contract?
I think there was.
Oh, there was.
Yeah.
But the judge just said, well, David provided no evidence to show his point, and the other side didn't provide enough for the judge to issue a summary judgment.
Yeah, so they're going to basically force David to court. They're going to force them both to court. Looks like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which they should.
Well, if you scroll down, you'll see that they said as of today, they're actively seeking to, right down there, item 3.
Yeah, right here. Item 3, in addition, they are presently engaged in settlement discussions.
Right. So they know they've lost. And if they go to court, the judge is going to give a number, or they can negotiate it and they can come up with a number.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure Movie Prop is going to want every dollar they're asking for, though, including the rental fees or the storage fees.
And David is just trying to kick the can down the road long enough to get money from Christmas.
Yeah, that's all he's doing at this point. He's playing a little Christmas game. Hey, Michael Steven, good afternoon, brother. There is a court.
He's going to be so busy and shut away.
Yeah, apparently David's so fucking busy. They have multiple prearranged events. Now, if the lawyers are listening, I'm telling you, they ain't doing any fucking prearranged events. I'm telling you guys, it's all a fucking front. I don't get this. You have some of the highest paid people in the country, lawyers, judges, and they can't pull their heads out of their fucking ass and figure out this guy's running a fucking scam.
Oh, the judge already did by issuing that summary judgment like she did.
Yeah.
And the only argument now is, did Michelle enter in the oral agreement or not? But it doesn't matter because the judge has already said the 1.25 million is the right price.
Yeah.
So now it comes down to, was Michelle? I don't know why it would go forward. There's nothing to prove.
This is the dumbest thing to take forward, this kind of case.
Yeah.
I would like to think the judge is probably just shitting her bed right now, being like, why is this even in front of my court right now?
Exactly. She issued a judgment on everything but one count of debts countersuit, breach of oral contract, which it doesn't matter at this point. The judge already said the 1.25 million is the right amount.
Yeah, that's the right amount.
So it doesn't matter how it was agreed upon.
Yeah. Once the judge ruled it, attorneys and staff members from both parties have prearranged prepaid holidays. So look, they're trying to push the court out again. How many?
Yeah, but they said they only need 2 days now. If they do non-jury, it only needs to be in the courtroom 2 days. I think you have to scroll up to catch that.
The parties.
It's up more.
Oh, okay. Reschedule. Outside.
Up more.
Christian church.
Up more. Right there.
Here. This case would only consume approximately 2 non-jury days.
Right.
You know what's funny? Right here, check this. There's a lot of additional preparation required for a jury trial, and the parties estimate that a jury trial will require approximately 4 jury trial days, and a non-jury trial of this case would only consume approximately 2 non-jury days.
I mean, it would be cheaper on everyone if you don't do jury, but
yeah,
the judge has already ordered a jury trial on the 18th. I don't know.
Now they're asking for a non-jury trial.
Oh, yeah, they lost their ass.
Oh, man, David, you're a dumb shit. You're dumb, dude. I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way up to the court and get kicked up to chief magistrate. And David, now it's most likely going to go to a jury trial. God.
Yeah,
man.
he's done.
Yeah, this isn't good. But you know, here I'm still trying to figure out what the laws are going to be if there wasn't a contract in place with Movie Prop, man. That worries me.
There has to be a contract.
Well, there's no arguing that if there was a contract or not. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at. I would like to think, because I've put this out to some other really reliable sources. They're saying if Movie Props doesn't have a fucking contract, that's a problem, right?
Yeah, but the judge has already ruled that the amount of 1.25 million
Yeah,
is the amount. So at this point, that's really, I don't see how there's any reason to even go forward. Just settle it.
I'll read. Let me read what my source sent me, okay? I never give this source out. He asked me not to, but you know who you are, so thank you. I'll just read the email. That's it. I won't say who it's from. What should happen is that Movie Prop Rental should dig up all their calls, texts, notes, etc. that they have and put them in a book showing a timeline of contact of and who they spoke with. You sit down with your lawyer and going over the timeline, making sure everyone on your team is saying the same thing when questioned. Part of me is thinking they just want to get paid for time and materials and move on, which I agree. They want to be done with this shit.
They want to
get this shit the fuck out of here. We don't want to deal with it anymore.
They want to come out with a sum total 0 and move on.
They want to break even, which they have every reason to, right? Absolutely. They did the money. They did the work. They did the material. Fucking pay them, David. And they stored your shit too, because the reason they stored your shit, David, is so you couldn't come back and sue them saying, oh, well, they didn't take care of our project. No, Movie Prop was protecting their ass by storing your bullshit. That was part of their clause. Oh, hey, Max. Oh, the Maxi Waxy. So for David to try and scoot out of the $4,000 a month of service or the storage fees, I don't think that's going to happen, because Movie Prop is going to protect their asset. At the time they were working on it, that is their asset, and they are going to protect it. Hey, what's up, Stendek? Okay. Part of me is thinking they get paid. Okay, Movie Prop has so much business. Time away from those profitable projects dealing with this hurts the company. David's lawyers may know this or not and feel the only way to handle this is to delay and file claims so the other side just settles. What are we looking at here? They're trying to settle now, right?
Oh, exactly. And that's what I was saying too. If you look at the thing, they already hit him, David, for unjust enrichment and all that stuff.
And that's not good. Unjust enrichment means that's fraud, dude.
Right.
That's fraud, more or less. It's not saying it's fraud, but unjust enrichment is like, David, you were out there buying those mansions. This is why it's unjust enrichment, is because you were out buying all the properties when you should have been paying Movie Prop Rentals instead of buying all those properties. But instead you went and dumped all the money into properties. Like, oh, we could do it. But guess what? Now you had to pay tax. You had $255,000, David, on the house in Tampa. $255,000 in property taxes, dude. You could have paid off the stage with that, you dipshit. But no, I'm going to fucking pay property taxes. Fucking Nimrod. What you get, David.
That's why I think he's just trying to kick the can to January and see what he rakes in at Christmas to pay it off.
I want to go on with my.
If you settle, you got to pay.
Yeah, let me go off my source here, because this guy's smart, because he's dealt with these companies. He's dealt with some big companies before. Once NPR has their information together, JMMI would have to claim they've never received it or understood it differently, which is what I think they're claiming. Movie Prop could get the phone records if they don't have of David. If he claims shutaway, that would open a new can of worms to explain the judge what defines shutaway. He's making calls, eating, and traveling with others, so there is no room or closet as he would like you to believe. Yes, we are live. For JMMI to send down two people with zero expertise, this is great, in the display business is mind-boggling.
Yep.
It absolutely fucking is. David, our group probably has more experience than the fucking idiots you sent down there to do that inspection. Okay. I could have gone down there and given a more sound judgment than your people did. Any of us in this group could, for that matter, David. Come on.
Exactly.
Why they didn't hire a local expert to go in, see the display, and give an accurate update is beyond me. Everything in court is either a he said or she said, or an expert witness or materials. It almost seems like the JMMI has a young lawyer, not very schooled in business contracts, and sounds young and inexperienced. Yeah, I'll fucking agree with that, because she has no clue what she's dealing with.
And that's the only thing that she's being forced by David's ego.
Exactly. But I'm guessing was one of the cheapest, or they have a retainer of 40 or 50K, and this is what she has to work with. Right? That $40,000 credit card. Yeah. That retainer's gone now. Caught lying again. A lie doesn't care who tells it. Yeah, it's Uncle Jake. Yeah. Maybe the reason why his credit card is up, these firms require 2 to 5% of the potential settlement on retainer, which would be around 40K. Man, I don't think they're going to settle.
Yeah, this time of year, I transform into Santa Claus.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake's Santa Claus at this time of year. Let's see here. I got another email. Okay, summary judgment. Some relief you're requesting in your motion, not all of it. Usually this is because there's a dispute between the parties, which there is, on the facts, which there is. Okay.
Right.
There's huge disputes right now. That's why they're going back and forth, right? Because they're disputing it. Let's see. Oh, this is, like I said, man, this horse has been this guy.
See, to settle it in the eyes of the court, money has to change hands.
Money did change hands.
No. I mean money, like he has to pay up.
Yes. He has to change to settle it. He'll have to pay up.
Yeah,
the
he'll have
court
to pay
case.
up right then.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it goes to court.
Exactly. I don't think, honestly.
I don't think he has the money.
Yeah, that's why he's dragging it out this long. Is because they don't have the money. And this, I was emailing my guy back and forth today, and he says, "Buddy, me too." Because I was telling him I had a business at one time. I owned a small window cleaning business. What did I have? A fucking service agreement in place. That way, everybody knew what you were getting, how much it was, when you were getting it, the date, time, everything. That way, nobody said I didn't know, right?
Yep.
And it's a very simple service agreement, guys. It wasn't anything immaculate. It's like saying, "Hey, I offer these services. What do you want? Okay, this is the going rate. I charge $65 an hour. That's what I would charge window cleaning. That covered my cost, my gas, my insurance, my hours. That covered everything for the business." Okay. That was a very simple, basic service agreement. Now for this, you would think they would have some sort of written contract up, but what we know now about this is David changed and did so many changes through this that they couldn't come up with the set price. Think about that.
Well, if you read the a deposition by the owner,
Yep.
he said that he was in constant communications with Det and Michelle because there was constant changes. As I guess David would wake up from some drug-induced haze and decide to chrome the lions or shit like that.
Well, that's the thing. It was like it said it in that deposition too. After 8, 9, or 10 months, we didn't hear anything. Then all of a sudden, David Taylor emails me, says, "Hey, how's everything going?" What the fuck?
It was like almost a year. They tried and could not contact.
I think that was when David went to the hospital.
What, when they tried to contact?
Yep, 9 to 10 months.
Yeah, I mean, it fits in that.
It does. The timelines are fitting. I'd have to dig back in and look at the timelines then when they weren't being.
But this kind of explains Michelle being gone, because right now on count 1,
Michelle's the only witness.
Yeah.
Count 1's the only thing going to the court, and that is breach of oral contract.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go by the owner's deposition, that oral contract was with him and Michelle.
That's why Michelle boogied out, dude, because she's got that
right
with them.
But now they have no defense to say it didn't happen because.
Hey, happy Friday, Jocelyn Davis. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, Michelle's kind of one of the star witnesses, and so is Kia, because she reached out to the company to set up the deal. Right? You see how David's insulated himself from all this too, Uncle Jake, with the exception of the fact that he's still on the lawsuit.
Well, I'll make a shameless plug here. If you go to my site, you can actually read the summary judgment. I posted it, the entire thing.
I have the summary judgment right here. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get that pulled up here.
But if anyone wants to read it, I posted the entire thing to Indigata Davida, because I need a long song and I was stoned, and that's the one that came up.
Yeah, the summary judgment. I think this is here's an order for summary judgment right here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, there we go. Right here. Here's an order for summary judgment right here. So this is what David's looking at now at this point, right?
I mean, this judge is thorough. If you read that, she's thorough.
Yeah.
She even breaks oral contract down into 3 sections, but she already found David. She already ruled against David in one of the 3 sections.
Yeah.
So they really don't have a position.
No. And my source told me, he's all, dude, you know what federal judges don't like is when businesses like this tie shit up in court. It's like, they don't like this. He's like, I've been in cases like this. And he says right here, he's like, federal judges, he's like, in my one case, again, I won't say what company it was, we went to ask for 1.6 million, which had a profit on materials, labor, etc. The judge said, if this goes to jury, you'll probably win a large settlement, but I'm going to make you pay court costs and lawyer fees for the other party and reduce your reward. We took this settlement, agreed in his chambers for 1.1 million or costs. So we didn't make a lot of profit, maybe 3%, but we had our costs covered.
Right.
Yes, this is all new. They're going for summary judgment now.
Oh, it's a summary judgment's been ruled on.
Yep.
The only thing going to court now is, was there an oral contract, which is really mute because the judge said here 1.25 is the right amount. But now they have to put a number to unjust enrichment, and someone has to put a number to storage. And that's why they want to settle, because if not, the judge is going to assign that number.
Yep. Well, the thing is movie prop went off market rate for storage.
Exactly.
They were smart about that. They're like, we didn't gouge them. We went off a market rate. We went off a fair price. And he said, hey, if you look at market rate for a stage this size, guess what? You're going to be in that range, give or take a few bucks. The judge's going to look at that. Yeah, that's a fair price. Yeah, you can go ahead and pay all that storage fee too.
Yep.
If they said, hey,
but the unjust enrichment, I don't have any idea how a judge puts a number to that.
See, that's, man, I hope they just look. Where's this? I think unjust enrichment was on here too.
It's towards the bottom.
Is it? Okay, let me get to the bottom. Let's go to unjust enrichment. Because unjust enrichment is some serious shit, dude. That's basically saying, hey, oral contract. See, there's whether statutes of frauds precludes enforcing the oral contract. Breached oral contract. There it is, right there. Right there. Unjust enrichment.
Yeah, count 2. I mean, I have no idea. I've never sued for that or been sued for that, so I don't know how that number has come up, how they come up with the number to that. But the fact that it was ruled against them in a summary judgment's bad.
Yeah, it's not good. No, definitely not.
Yeah, it'll cost you.
Unjust enrichment. Okay, I'm going to legaldictionary.net. I found what unjust enrichment means. Is a term used to describe a situation where one party benefits at the other party's expense. The law considers to be unjust. Unjust enrichment is used to describe benefits that are received either accidentally or in error. I could say they benefited at the else. Yeah, they're trying to benefit at the expense of somebody else.
They've already been found, for lack of a better term, guilty of that.
Yeah.
Unjust enrichment.
It says right here. Satisfy plaintiff must confer a benefit. Defendant must have knowledge of the benefit. Accepts or retains the circumstances. Man, what a minute. Deuce boy, the pastor, poached. Yeah, he's. And mind you, guys, we're paying this judge right now. David's tying up our tax dollars. Just think about that. Him doing all this bullshit is taking your tax money away.
Oh, yeah.
Good faith, fair dealing. Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act.
The plaintiffs are therefore entitled to judgment on count 3. Count 4, deceptive, they ruled against David.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Larissa? I was just thinking about you yesterday. How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, Larissa.
I really was. I was thinking about you yesterday, Larissa.
I
How you
can't
doing?
see the chat, but
Yeah, no, she's in here.
If-
Yeah,
okay.
This
If you
is-
post them up,
yeah.
can
There's.
see
I
'em.
just put it here. Overwhelming. Yeah, David would rather pay 125 million than show his financial documents. You know why he's not going to pay 125 million? Because he doesn't have 125 million. David's financial documents, dude. That's the
He hasn't provided any.
for years, man. For years.
And the judge says that in this summary judgment. The reason is because the defendant failed to provide evidence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's going after him.
Oh yeah, but this one here, she ruled against David.
Yeah, the deceptive and
Florida
unfair
deceptive
Yeah.
trade practices. Yeah.
Yeah, they were basically, David was trying to say that the company spent his money. He did. He flat out came out and said, oh, they were taking my money and they spent it. Like, David, find a better way to build your case for the fucking judge, right? I'm sure the lawyers would love to see that. To hear you say that, you know, that their client was spending your money unjustly.
I like the last one.
What's the last
where
one?
David tried to get money for injunctive relief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he lost that too.
Injunctive relief. What an asshole.
He tried to say that this lawsuit permanently hurt his reputation.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was already hurt, dude.
Yeah.
It has to be something that's right there. She says irreparable.
Yeah. Irreparable.
Well, irreparable. Depends on where you're from. I'm from Indiana, so we talk funny.
Yeah, irreparable. I would have said
I put an R in wash too.
Wash
the clothes.
My uncle
wash
John,
the car.
my uncle John, my beekeeping mentor, he says wash too. Yeah, he says wash. Wash the car. Yeah. No, he's old and salty like you, man. He's a great guy.
Well, I totally agree with you, Overwhelming. This will settle. He would be, well, he is a moron, but he's going to kick this if he can to January to get Christmas money to pay the settlement.
Yeah.
If you settle, you pay then.
Yeah, you pay right then and there, huh? There is no hurry up and wait type deal, huh? It's like, no, you pay.
No, if you take payments or whatever, we'll go to a court and the court will establish our payment cycle because you clearly have proven you don't make payments.
So what would happen if you didn't make the settlement payments?
Let's say the court ordered them.
Yeah, say the court ordered. Yeah, say the court.
Boy, a lot of things could happen. There is no one thing. It depends on the judge. The judge could put liens on properties, things like that's why I said on a lot of these, the lawsuit, you win it, but then you have to go back and sue the person to get the money based upon you winning the lawsuit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but if the judge orders them, different story, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if a federal judge, I have no, she might say you owe this and we're putting a lien on these properties. Or she just might say you owe this amount and then the two parties fight about how it's paid.
And then look, Bush also testified that he was not aware of any facts supporting a finding that the plaintiffs acted deceptively during the parties' courses of dealing. After they come out online and say, "Oh, they were stealing our money," just says, "Well, I don't know. No, I don't think they were stealing our money." They come out and say it online, like, "Come on, man."
Exactly.
Well, it wasn't technically. It was David that said, "Oh, they were coming out and saying spending our money." I'm sure Joseph was like, "I'm saying that."
They still talk about David being volunteer staff. If you're being sued for millions of dollars, why are you sending a volunteer staff down to represent you?
Yeah. This is a good line. Look, they put this little footnote right here. When asked to identify specific evidence supporting the allegation that plaintiffs misappropriated defendants' funds, for example, Bush testified, it was not about accusing them. It was about investigating to inspect to make sure things were on course, which we did not receive.
Yeah. Sorry, folks.
No, you're good, Uncle Jake. No. Let's see here. God, David, David, you are fucking everybody over, man.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. At this point, there's no reason why it won't settle. Now, in their request for more time, which is what they always do, they said they were going to go to mediation, but it wasn't scheduled yet because it was based upon
Last night's bomb drop of the summary judgment.
I just don't. The money that's gone into this thing, man.
Yeah, and if movie prop is going to want to recoup their legal fees too, and I have no idea what that is.
Oh, dude,
That's another number. I mean, usually legal fees will be 1/3 of a lawsuit amount, right?
I'm wondering what
I
movie
mean,
prop.
let's say a personal injury, it breaks down into 3 parts. They take the medical part, multiply it by 3. 1/3 goes to lawyer,
Yeah.
1/3 pays off your medical, and 1/3 goes to you.
Yeah.
I don't know how this will settle.
Do you
Because
think-
unjust enrichment, I have no idea.
Do you think they can actually settle though at this point, Uncle Jake, or what?
They have to
That's their only out. Settle or go to court.
settle or go to court. And if they go to court, they're going to lose and they're going to pay there too. And then it's up to the judge determines the amount.
So
you're
either way-
rolling the dice. Is it less or more?
Either way, they're gonna pay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so either way, they're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
But they might not have
They've
to pay.
lost the case.
Yeah, they've lost.
They've
Yeah.
lost the case. Now it's just settling the dollar amount to it.
This is Joseph's deposition. Yeah, some of the least qualified people
Yeah,
down there.
the owner's deposition, Blum, that's
Yeah.
the one where he talks about how he agreed with the price with Michelle. And he was really smart in his, and I'm sure he was coached. He said, basically, Michelle said, I'll get back with you, got back to him and agreed. And that means that shows that he allowed time for a decision to be made. Someone
that-
can't say that. Well, in the owners, he talks about how he was on the phone with Michelle.
Yep.
They came to an agreement. Michelle said, I have to get back to you. And she did. And they agreed upon the extra work. That shows that he allowed her time to think about it and it wasn't a rush judgment.
So yeah, right, yeah, okay, tracking. Okay. All right, here we go.
Right.
Okay, here we have Michelle Brennan. See, we came to an agreement. I set the invoices that reflected the financial payments. This is where I'm questioning if there's actually a contract in place, right?
I'm sure there is. It just, we haven't seen it yet. There's evidence we haven't seen yet. Based
Yeah.
upon all the writing of the judge and the magistrate, there's evidence we haven't seen.
This is what got me
Because the
to
only evidence we've seen has really been NPR's lawyers complaining about the lack of evidence provided by debt.
Valley Ken's got a good question. Is there any indication that they'll look further into all the fraud that David E. Taylor is doing with the houses and stuff? This could definitely open up a case for fraud.
It
100.
could, and in my letter to the judge, I asked the judge respectfully to do everything that the court would allow her to do.
Yep, we did.
In other
Yeah.
words, if you can't do it, I understand, but if you can, please do.
Please do it. We told the judge exactly that. Several of us.
Judge, I mean, it's not unheard of for a judge to recommend a lawsuit go to the DA for review.
Mhm. She got that
You know,
power.
they kind of work in the same department. So that's not unusual to have happen. It's just, I can't say if she does that or not.
Yeah. This was kind of a big one in the deposition, Jerry Blom's deposition too. Any requests or applications for loans by movie prop or Miami prop during COVID? No, there wasn't. Our business stands alone financially. I can say that the kingdom of God Michelle Brandon specifically was asking us to fill out paperwork to get a loan for her in order for her to pay us to continue this project. So they're actually asking people to fill out loan paperwork for them.
Yeah, it's fucked up, and
Look, it says right there, was asking us to fill out paperwork to get a loan for them.
I don't know if she was asking them to be a co-signer.
He's like, we gave her the necessary paperwork in order to file a loan.
Scroll up. I want to see what that last sentence is right there. We gave her the necessary material paperwork and otherwise for her to file for a loan. Okay.
Yep.
That's reasonable.
That's right. Hey, yeah, we'll give you the paperwork, but we ain't signing shit for you guys. We ain't putting anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to fill it out for you, but I'll give you the stuff you need.
Yeah, here's the information.
I'm sure they gave them, we've worked with the following banks in the past. It's up to you to pick one.
What bank would, no banks. That's why they got denied. They got denied.
Yeah, I think the only reason I can mentally think why David doesn't sell these houses and stuff he has is that he probably owes more than they're all worth.
That's what one of my good buddies was telling me offline. He's all, dude, he owes on these houses. That's why he hasn't sold any of them.
Yeah, he can't sell them for what he owes on them.
Mm-mm. Let's see.
They've been a piggy bank while he's been in hideaway.
Yep. Loan. I want to see where it says. Okay, the loan was denied. I want to say that they chased for 3 months. Let's see. Okay. So they couldn't
get along.
If
I'm starting to cough and fit, I'm going to have to log off.
No, I understand.
It's my allergies.
No, I feel you. Final budget was $375. So Michelle's in on this.
Oh yeah.
Michelle's in on this 100%. That's why she got the fuck out.
There's no way I would take it to court if I was a lawyer and not call Michelle.
She's the golden egg in all this, man.
Yeah, and if they can't produce Michelle, and it's not their responsibility to find her. Michelle's already said that this lawyer represents her. So the only person they have to serve with the summons to appear is the lawyer's office.
Let's see here.
It's not like the case will be held up because Dog the Bounty Hunter has to find Michelle.
Yeah, they'll find her easy. She's easy.
Dog can do it. And then he'd give her a cigarette and call her bruh.
But,
you okay, bruh?
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Okay. So looking at summary, they issued summary judgment, which is good. Now they're gonna have to pay at some point.
Yeah, now it comes down to how much.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost the suit.
Yeah, they've lost.
The one count that's left doesn't really matter because the judge has already issued the amount that the stage cost at 1.25, not 300 or 300,000 less. And so now it's unjust enrichment, storage, and
what was the storage at? 144K, Uncle Jake?
Yeah, 144,000. If we take it from July of 2020, when they were supposed to take the stage.
Dude. $4,000 a month.
In storage.
They're gonna get their money for that storage, I'm telling you. They're not gonna
let kind of house you could rent for $4,000 a month.
Yeah. See. Okay, here's what was it your understanding from what Michelle Brandon did, if the defendants were able to secure a loan, that the loan proceeds would go to reimburse the defendants for those lump sum payments? Yes, it was written on an invoice. Yeah, she was looking for financing of the entire project. Is that right? That's correct. Were you ever told that the loan was denied? Yes, I was. So if anybody out there from David's cult is watching, wondering why you don't have any money, well, David's broke. Why would he be getting denied loans? And this must have been a loan from a real bank, not some fucking shady ass loan shark.
Think about it. If you owned how many houses? 7?
Yeah, he's up there somewhere about that many.
Yeah. You own that many properties and you go to a bank to get a loan
For 1.2 million.
And you get denied.
and you get denied, you're messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's telling
You're
you something.
seriously messed
Yeah.
up.
And not only that, but these property are multi-million-dollar properties, David.
Exactly.
From 1.2 million, dude.
This isn't a $20,000 home in rural Indiana. These are big.
No.
So, yeah,
David,
there's something bad about you, David.
Yeah. If you can't get a $1.2 million loan like that and it gets denied with all these big ballin' properties that you claim to have. Yeah.
And all this money you say you bring in from your billions of watchers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hillbilly Cletus underwater on all of them. No, you're right, bro. Yep. He's under
That's
on all.
what I'm thinking. He's
Yeah,
upside down.
Big time. He's going to try and bankrupt.
It's that person that keeps trading in a car and
Yeah.
they owe more on it, and they keep rolling over that amount to the next car.
I'm thinking overwhelming. That's a good point. Banks won't lend to somebody who may get busted by the IRS. No, they won't. And if the banks have any kind of itching of somebody about to get nailed by the IRS, you know what they're not going to do? Yeah, hey, here's a loan.
The bank's going to check with the IRS. If you're underwriting that kind of a loan, you do a background check on people.
I'm pretty sure the IRS has multiple reports from us too about David E. Taylor committing fraud and not filing his taxes.
And, I mean, yeah.
And banks look at stuff like that. Hey, has this guy filed his taxes? Is he on up and up with his finances?
Well, they're going to ask for your taxes.
Yeah. That's probably why they didn't get a loan. Can we see your tax?
And if you handed them some sort of a fraudulent form.
God, man. Yeah, but I'm with you too, Hillbilly. He's got to be underwater on him, man. That's the only way.
Yeah, he's upside down.
Yeah, his rope definitely ran out of finances. That's why he had to pull that credit card for $40K to put a retainer down for his lawyer. Because he knew that he was going to need the money, dude.
I mean, just think about it logically. This guy establishes a church in Taylor, Michigan.
But he bags ass out of town and goes to
St. Louis. No, to St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
But he's still running things out of Taylor. And then everyone escapes to Houston and no one's going, boy, that looks funny.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see what they're running too for their videos? Check this out.
Reruns.
Yeah, reruns. It's funny. This is why, lawyers, if you're paying attention to this, I'm just saying, David has no plans for anything this year. Nothing.
No, because he'd be advertising it.
Yeah, this is
asking for money.
This is what he's advertising this year again.
I'm just coming to you to let you know and to wish you
so overwhelming
season's greeting and to let you know
Boy, that
this is the special time where we celebrate our Lord who came all the way from heaven. He was born just to die for us. And we know he rose from the dead with all power and he's alive today. But this is the time we reverence and we honor him for coming on the earth to die for our sins. And so this is a special time. And I just wanted to say, out of love, Merry Christmas to all of you.
That is such a rudimentary belief.
Those who are watching this, my heart is to expand the kingdom of God. And that's what we're doing.
The Convoy of Miracles with David E. Taylor is on the move.
David E. Taylor, with the help of his generous covenant partners, are buying Christmas gifts for thousands of children and families in need. No child should go without during Christmas.
They don't have that truck anymore.
To get our boys.
Okay, these people are no longer in the cult. Rebecca, this is Rebecca Stalker. And they're no longer in the cult. They do, last time I found out, she still does associate, but I don't know to what extent anymore. I was actually asked to take down videos of these people, and I told the person on the other end, no way. Sorry. But this is what David's doing. He keeps rerunning videos of these kids.
The shoes that they need for school, winter clothes. And what an awesome privilege it is.
Those
to
little
be
kids just
a part
graduated
of,
college because
this
this is
ministry.
so old.
Thank you, Apostle.
This piece of shit. Nope. The signs are there. Reruns can't keep the heat on. He's all, hey kids, mind the smell. There's a maxi pad in my ass, okay? Wait, hold on. That's Ashley.
That's why the kids won't get close.
That's Ashley.
Like, oh man, it smells like shit.
Uncle Jake, that's Ashley. Right here. There's Ashley.
Why are all his pants elephant legs?
We are going into day number 11
This isn't actually David's shit either.
with the toy drive. We are in
This is actually somebody else that ran this toys drive. It's not David. He had nothing to do with it at all. It's just somebody else's footage actually right here. It's not David's.
the mix of making a lot of kids happy. We are going to make a lot of kids smile this year. And we are on our 30th basket of toys.
Look how young Tony was there.
Our 30th.
Look at Tony.
This is
Oh,
so
look at
disgusting.
Tony. He's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah, it is, right, Ray Michelle? It's pretty.
It's-
It's a
Go
grift,
ahead.
right? It's a grift.
Yeah, it's lies, 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 lies.
Basket of
Tony
toys.
looks like one of the Beatles.
What's that, Uncle Jake?
Tony looks like one of the Beatles.
I know, right? Looks like Ringo
A
Starr.
little mop hair and his black suit.
Yeah, no kidding, right? We got private chat here. David, Tommy Gunn.
Taking care of a lot of young kids that are in need. We want to say thank you to Joshua Ministry and the Apostle
This fucking idiot.
David Taylor, and we look forward to making this event a yearly event
This is all old footage.
and blessing more kids in the community.
Red Ryder carbine action.
Thank you so much, Apostle Taylor. Thank you.
You know what's funny? David wasn't even here at this event to help people pass out food.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's a shit hustle, right, Dutchery? It's a shitty hustle. And David's not even doing it right.
Yeah, they no longer have that truck.
No.
The one with the side doors on it that's lower.
Yep.
That's not the one they have anymore.
I know. I wonder where they're all at, though. One's down in Houston, broke the fuck down. We know that.
And there's none up in Taylor.
No, there's none up in Taylor. What if they got repoed?
Or
What
sold.
if- Or sold?
He sold one but he had to keep one around.
Right. One's hooked up to the one down in Houston. Hey, what's up, Kevin G? Welcome.
And I
welcome.
think that one in Houston right now got fixed and is on a recovery tour. I think they took that semi up to clear out St. Louis and Taylor.
Negative. Lord Pender was just up in Houston a week ago during Thanksgiving. Said it's still there.
Yeah, but we don't know when that happened. That
What do
could
you
have been a month ago.
What, this right here?
No. Them going on that cruise to recover stuff. Joseph and Tony, those videos they've been showing.
Oh, the recent ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, that could have been done like last month. Yeah, for sure.
exactly. And I think the reason we're seeing it, they got that truck running and went to go gather stuff. Because you got to figure all David's stuff sitting in St. Louis.
But that semi has been sitting down in Houston for months, bro.
I don't know. I mean, anything can be fixed. But why were Tony and Joseph on the road? And
They have
that's,
other vehicles, though.
hmm?
They have other vehicles. They could have flew.
That's true. But
Yeah,
the reason I said semi, on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, the first video they put up, where Joseph and Tony had on different shirts than the rest of the videos that day.
Yep.
The first video, that semi is not sitting in the parking lot.
I'm not going to do Jesus like.
Okay, let's see here. No, this is an old ass video right here.
And then he said the words, "Apostles been in Shutaway for almost 4 years."
Yeah, this video right here is when they first came out.
No, this is the second one. Go back to Thanksgiving Day.
Okay. Thanksgiving Day.
They
Right here.
did a live. No, go back. They did a live. Or no, it was a video on Thanksgiving Day. Go to videos.
Thanksgiving Day.
And it's
Okay.
the first
Here.
one of, yeah, it's the first one down there. That one.
Hello, everybody.
Tony
Here
and
we
Joseph
are.
have on different shirts than the rest of the day. That truck is not sitting in the parking lot of the hotel. And
No,
they say in here, Apostle's been in Shutaway 3.5 years.
See, but this guy's.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, this guy's.
Why are Tony and Joseph? Because that truck could have been a month ago.
Yeah.
And they just pre-recorded some crap about Thanksgiving. But that truck could have been out a month ago when Michelle bagged and David said, "Grab everything." It's just a thought.
No. Because the video does look fairly new.
Well, I mean, the semi could have been a leak. It doesn't cost. It feels something like a pan gasket or something. That's cheap to fix, but it's the fact that all leaked out. You got to fix it.
Yeah. But that was a lot of oil to drip out of that motherfucker, though.
Yeah,
we saw the leak on that, man. That was a big leak.
I mean, it had a puddle back there.
Yeah, that was at least 20 gallons.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate because
he
said the Apostle's been in Shutaway 3.5 years here, and they are not in the parking lot of the hotel. And that's the truck they still have. The one that went down and had the side doors, that one's gone now.
I'll be in Houston.
It could be. Now, here's another thing. It could be a different rig on the front.
I'll find out what's down in Houston in a couple weeks. Don't worry. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, but see, this could be a different truck on the front, and they're using JMMI's trailer. Well, we don't see the front.
Exactly right. They could be using a different rig, a different bobtail to pull the rig, right? Exactly. Yeah.
And that one dude was Det's driver.
This guy on the right, yeah, I think this is going to be one of his drivers, and so is Foddy.
No, the one that was threatening you.
Foddy, yeah, I think that's one of David's drivers. Yeah.
Foddy could have known someone and borrowed someone's semi.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Javi? Yeah.
But this one's definitely recent. The rest of them on Thanksgiving Day, both of those guys have on different shirts.
That's where I'm
they're
at.
not in the same place.
Yeah, it looks more like hydraulic fluid than oil than me. It was red.
It could have been the brakes or something.
Yeah, it was red.
To me, in the photo, it looked red.
And red, I think, transmission.
Yep. Yep.
It could have been anything. It could have been someone was a slob and did an oil change and just let it pour in the ground.
It could have been David's snail trail too.
Yeah, I think that's where they hose him down.
Yeah, that's probably where they hose David down when he shits his pants. And like, all right, go
stand. It's accumulated filth.
Used to be a Rent-A-Center truck. Most of these trucks, yeah, no, for sure. Most of these trucks were probably Rent-A-Center trucks, right? I can't tell you.
Yeah, those things are at auction all the time because they put a crap ton of miles on them in a short time.
This video is old right here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm dating between 2013 and 2017.
Yep.
Because the only license plate I could make out that day was 2013.
Yeah. This is all old videos right here.
And that would make sense because remember when David sued the Port Authority of St. Louis?
Yep.
Over that Macy's?
Yep.
That would be the year David would give to show the community, look, I'm a good guy.
But this would have had to been after because he didn't get these until about 2017, 2018, I think. No, he got these.
Well,
he got these when we were on the scene, Uncle Jake.
In 2018, David E. Taylor showed this video from the year before, is
He
what
did?
they said. Yes. So I know this video's old.
Okay, so it's from 2018 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see an old one in there. From when they did it before. Type in David E. Taylor Thanksgiving.
Okay, here let's take a look at the trucks. What David says he has. Okay, here's a good video of what he says he has. These are supposedly the trucks that he has.
Well, he only has 2.
Yeah, I don't think he owns this. I think that was just used to deliver for sure.
Because remember when they tried to make that incorporation in Michigan and put the trucks under it?
Yep. These are the 2 rigs that they own right here. These are them. Okay.
Well, they have one that we know of now.
They have one that I'm guessing these aren't paid off either.
That's what I was just going to ask.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Ray Michelle? You think they're paid off?
No.
Jake, what do you think? Tom, what do you guys think? In the chat, Bruce, Valley, Duck Creek, Kevin, what do you guys think? They're paid off, or you think he still owes on them?
He was trying to recruit truckers to do this shit.
I would say the one in Houston.
No, I don't think they're paid off.
Because a repo man can't get to it. Because they literally keep a guard and a closed gate.
That's what that says to me. They're keeping that shit locked up because they don't want anybody getting that truck repoed.
There you go.
Repo man can't go through the gate.
A lot of you guys are saying not paid off. Okay.
Just by his history alone of not paying things.
Well, and they may have at one time, and David borrowed money against them.
Hey, Bella. Bella says that freak can't even pay for his Maxi iPads without a debit card. No way to be paid for. The brand of the trucks, dude. He didn't spare expense on the trucks, bro. Dude, he probably went $250 a pop on these, man.
Yeah, but I can show you in government auctions, those things flip around like 2 years because guys will put 500,000 to 1 million miles on them in 2 years, and they just sell them and buy another one.
Okay, so these could probably already have miles on them then.
Oh yeah, they could be. I doubt he bought them new. You can go to the, I think it's Government Planet.
They had do that auction site and look up semis, and there's hundreds of them that are
be like a 2021 with 1 million miles on it.
Yeah, Michael Stevens says trucks are a bunch of lemons, like what you guys are saying. You know, you get a guy, get a rig, put 1 million miles on it in 2 years, and sell it.
Yeah.
When
nice.
was
Go ahead, Ray.
When was the last year that he did an updated Christmas video? This is such a disgrace that he's doing reruns.
What years? Who knows?
Yeah, he didn't come out last Christmas till we called him out.
Yeah, he didn't come out until he. Yeah. Yep.
So how do you know that these kids are actually getting gifts? And how do you know that what's being collected is actually going to those in need?
We don't.
You don't because they don't file taxes.
Yeah.
There you have it.
That's why we file reports with the IRS, because these people aren't paying their taxes like we have to. Now, see here, David saying he's going to go around and help all these homeless people, but he can't because he can't logistically. He can't do it. I don't know. I'm looking at 27 International Pro Star for 24,000, which looks like identical to those. So okay, so 24K.
See, this is what I keep bringing up too. David, from day one, all those book sales, he could say, I donate to church. That's fine. The church has to file what's called a 990T.
Yep.
Because that's not tax-free income. unless in their 990s they proved they gave 50% of the profits to another organization. Then they can keep the 50% tax free. In other words, there's a big tax bill on it. He's never done it.
I wonder if he's going to use his new exemption that he got to say that he donated 50% of his earnings to that new exemption.
Ooh.
Right?
I don't know.
He's got
I don't
KOGC
know if
and he's got Marvels in America World Healing.
I don't know if that's allowed, but I will say it's usually shady because, like, one church will give to a church and that church will give to them. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he hasn't filed his 990Ts either.
Oh, he's never filed those.
No, he won't either. Look, he says, we'll pull up with 18-wheeler trucks filled with quality food, clothing, and supplies. Hasn't fucking happened yet, David. Like, this is... Look at this.
Sorry.
What's up, Tommy Gunn? Go ahead, brother.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That was us. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
My husband made a comment in the background to me. He forgot we were live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, David E. Taylor must pay taxes, but David's not paying individual taxes. He's using the church funds to pay his individual taxes.
Yeah, David claims he makes $30,000 a year. That's below threshold even being required to file. I think is it 33,000?
Yeah.
So that's below that, but then he's just using church funds to live on.
Yeah.
And that 30,000 is just gambling money or whatever.
Yep. While he's what he's doing.
I mean, I doubt he writes himself a check. He just dips in the pot.
Here's David's credit report. How do I know David's paying off his personal shit with his fucking church funds? Well, because David doesn't have a job. Okay. Yeah, it's just a way to hide water money.
David said he makes $30,000 a year.
But yet at his rate, he's got a $40,000 credit card out in his name.
He's paid off 72% of it.
The max was at 39. They're down to 29.
So he's paid off 10 grand.
10 grand already on that card.
That's since April.
Yep. May.
Well, it opened the account April 12th.
Yeah, and then their first payment was May 12th.
Right. But he took the money out in April.
Yep.
So he's paid 10 grand in 9 months.
Yep.
8, I don't know, 7 months. I'm not into math. I'm only an engineer.
Yeah, you lost me at math, so we'll just leave it there. But I think he's keeping up with the payments, it looks like. Maybe paying just a little bit more. It's funny how he's not late on his personal bills, but hey, fuck everybody else on the other side.
Yeah, well.
And let's go ahead and check out his fucking when he took a trip to the hospital, everybody, because guess what? That's still there. You want to see? Check it. I'll show you guys.
Last time KOGGC filed their annual thing with their corporation.
Yeah.
But you can't look it up now. They put a law in place. But the last one I looked at was last April. They stated there were 3 people on staff at KOGGC.
Yeah.
Now, they haven't filed taxes saying that, but that was their statement in their corporation.
Dude, this one organization hasn't filed taxes.
3 people.
Yeah.
2 house cleaners and David.
This organization hasn't filed taxes since 2017. Give or take a few years. David since 2014. Yeah. David hasn't filed personal taxes since 2014. Last personal tax that we have on David is 2013. But here's David's trip to the hospital right here. Durham County EMS. Everybody see this right here? That's David's trip to the hospital.
Those are 3 different trips. They were just billed the same day.
Yep. Yep. Those are 3 different events or something. Yeah.
Because it's about $1,000 to take a meat wagon.
Dude, mine was $2,000, bro. For a fucking 10-minute ride. Fuck out. Shit. Fuckers. Chris Com, he's probably out fucking working, man, I think.
Chris has been working his butt off.
Yeah, he's got lazy employees, bro. He really does. He's got shit
yeah.
employees, man.
His target group of people to hire are millennial, not even, what do they call them now? What's the new generation?
Lazy. Fucking lazy? I'll just call them
lazy. Easy money, and they won't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they think there's something else.
I wonder if David paid these off. Durham County.
Are they still on his report?
Yeah, they're still on his report. I just had to go back a bit.
Then he hadn't paid them.
But on the current report, they're not there. This was back.
Oh, on the current one, they're not there. Then he paid them off because we written it up.
Yeah. Once we started showing his credit report, he's like, fuck, I guess I better pay those off. But there's his credit report now.
Yeah, if they're off there, he paid them off.
Yeah, he's being a good boy now.
He won a dispute or whatever.
And you know what this shows on this end too? This is what this shows is David is trying to make his credit look legit, so that way when he gets fucked over, like he has a decent credit line on the flip side, right? This is his personal credit line. And I can't make this shit up because I have his social and I was able to answer some fucking challenge questions about him. Yeah.
Didn't they sell one of those 2 houses there?
No, I don't think they've sold any properties, Uncle Jake.
They sold that one
to
1302.
Yeah, 1302. Yes, this one
they sold that one.
Yeah, that one's
still coming up as, and I think his driver's license is still to that house.
Yeah, I'm sure Michelle.
Michelle uses Tempage.
Yeah,
but David was using the other one, and he's still, that's what his driver's license is.
Yeah. This is cars.
How do you do all that and pay off a Bentley? He's good.
Yeah. There's a $67,000 loan, man. Paying $1,280 a month on it. I wonder what car that was.
I think it was the Bentley.
Yeah, the Bentley. I could see that. Trip 9 is streaming to his new cult. This one, how much do they have left on it? 25 grand. It's funny, right? It's funny that he could pay all of these. He's up to date on all his personal bills, but hey, fuck everybody else, man. Hey, make sure my personal bills get paid. And what he does, you guys want to know, I misappropriates the church funds. What he does is he goes to the church, right? He'll go to the church. He'll pull the money out, have one of his church members put it into their personal bank account, and then he'll go make the payment out of that bank account. That's how you misappropriate church funds, and that's how you scam the government out of church funds. Because I guarantee these payments aren't coming out of his fucking out of church account. They can't.
Not directly.
No, it can't. No. That'd be fucking illegal as fuck. But he's doing it. He's just doing it as shady way that the IRS won't. He's doing a way he thinks the IRS won't catch on to it. But when the IRS comes back and audits this, and they just see like cash deposits on this account, they're gonna be like, can you fucking back all these up? Where did these deposits come from? Can't just say they're cash deposit. Where'd the money come from? These numbers, the $67,000, guess what? This is going to come into play when David gets popped by the IRS. He will get popped too, you guys. Everybody, you guys.
I got to log off, and when I do that, I'm going to check to see if anything else was filed.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sure they're
okay.
All right, thanks, Uncle Jake. Yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up here too pretty quick. But yeah, the Bentleys, they depreciate insanely fast. Yes, they do. What exactly what would happen, Kevin G? I know it's hard to get Uncle Jake on here. It's hard to get Uncle Jake on here sometimes, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Bentleys depreciate real fast. But this $40,000 credit limit right here, this is for lawyers, everybody. This is a lawyer credit limit right here. Yeah, he does. I mean, to max a $40,000 credit card in 1 month and then start paying on it right away. I mean, would you do that, Ray Michelle? Would you max
Nope.
a $40,000 credit card? Yeah, the IRS is going to catch up to David.
Absolutely.
Yeah. IRS stands for I Remember Scammers. Okay. This stands for Internal Revenue Service says I remember scammers. That's what the IRS stands for. They do. They remember scammers. And once you're fucking a fly on the wall with the IRS, David, guess what? You're like they're fucking gum on their shoe, man. You just don't go away. You're stuck with them.
I love your analogies.
Yeah, they will. They will. That was actually Ted Cruz with the top down. He's one of my buddies. That was his analogy. He's like, dude, IRS stands for I remember scammers.
That's great.
And they do.
They do.
They will catch on to him. And that's the thing. This is how you misappropriate church funds is you have separate accounts, right? You move the money from your church account into a personal account and then you pay the bill. That's how you do it.
So bad.
That's how you do it.
Kept separate. Actually, technically, he's not even supposed to touch the church money. It's supposed to be run by a church treasurer and not even handle the money or have access to it if he's running the ministry properly, but we know he's not.
No, we know he's not. No, that's exactly the problem here. I mean, a $40,000 credit card, Ray Michelle, and he maxed it. That's like buying a fucking car.
Yeah, no doubt. I was wondering what type of trucks are they? Are they like top of the line trucks or?
Well, that's
like
the thing we don't know. Yeah, we don't know that. We don't know what kind of trucks they are. But like some of the people have said, like trucks like that are lemons. You can get a rig like that, drive it for 2 years and put 1 billion miles on it, turn around and flop it and sell it. Right. And that's what they do. It's like at 1 million miles, those trucks are broke in. Hey, just get another one. And you keep doing that. You keep flopping them. David's like, hey, that's a good idea. But like Michael Stephen was saying earlier, some of those trucks are lemons.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are lemons.
And what's so irritating is to see him replay old Christmas videos of this is what he's doing, collecting the money, making people think, how do you, and then not knowing, you're not seeing the fruits of his work, you know?
Yep. David knows he's committing fraud. That's why he actually had to come out and say, these people out here saying I'm committing wire fraud and all this. Well, because you fucking are, dude. David, when you misappropriate your church funds and you bounce money through accounts, that's wire fraud, dude. That's wire fraud. That is the definition of wire fraud. Misappropriating church funds, taking money out of one account, putting into another one and paying bills when you're not supposed to be. That's misappropriation of church funds and wire fraud. Okay.
And you're not supposed to be able, the pastor's not supposed to be able to touch the money at all. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, Bella says she's 100% correct. Ministers are not supposed to be in charge nor aligned with the money.
That's right.
Yep. David's, I'll hold my fucking wallet. I'll show you what's up. So yeah, misappropriation.
So the whole thing from the very beginning was set up wrong. The whole ministry from the very, very, very start of it.
Yes, it was. Absolutely. Some of us, I would like to think that David had the good intention of going into it properly, right? I would really like to think he started off with good intentions, like everybody does.
But it got out of hand.
Exactly, got out of hand. That's on May 31st. Let's see what he had here. Yep, look, there's where he pulled the credit card right there. Bam, maxed it.
Wow.
Damn, look at that. Yeah,
see. In a world of hurt.
Oh yeah, with this card, dude, he maxed his card in 1 month. Look at that. It shows it right here. David, this is bad money management, dude. You maxed a $40,000 credit card to pay for your lawyers. You're paying your lawyers off with interest, you stupid fuck. Like, who does that, David's all, I do. I'm going to buy a lawyer with interest. Fuck, David. Oh, man. He maxed it within a month.
From what you're showing, I only see one word, bankruptcy. I mean, you know.
Well, he better have a damn good reason to go bankrupt now at this point because he's filed bankruptcy before. And bankruptcy is thing. Yeah. Yep. I know it's hard to trust any minister with a greasy Jerry curl.
Oh my God.
Especially like David's. Absolutely. How do you trust a minister with a fucked up ass Jerry curl like that.
Mm.
This is when David came out off his deathbed. What were you going to say, Ray?
When you showed his suits earlier, it was like he was wanting to be a Michael Jackson wannabe. When he had the white suits on and the other suits on, it was kind of like a Michael Jackson look.
Yeah, he's trying to be Prince. He's filed bankruptcy once. I do believe he's going to do it again with JMMI, and if this case goes south, he's going to try and do it with KOGGC.
My word.
It was about money from day one. Yeah, I'm with you. Money, money, money for David. He's like, well, I love money. That way I can buy more donuts, everybody. Okay. Donuts
He's
and money.
still in hiding, right, Alex?
Yep, he sure is. She said no. Okay, hang on. No to what? Hang on. Jake just sent me a thing here. Let's see here. No delay. Can't delay the case. He said no delay in the case. Oh, that's great. So there's no delay in the case. Said no delay in the case.
They want to get their money before Christmas in the next year.
Yep. Yep.
They're tired of it. They want it. They want this to end.
Yep. Boom shakalaka. Dave, you're fucked, man. He's in such deep shit now.
I'm surprised he's not doing prison time.
Yeah, if you're going to settle, get your ass in gear, basics is what the judge is saying. If you guys are going to settle, get it done. No delay, you must pay. That's exactly what this judge is saying. I just got the document right now. I didn't really read through it. Yeah, it's shooting down. It's shooting down the judge. Or the judge is shooting down the case.
He's a mincemeat pie.
Yep. Oh, man.
For Christmas.
Man. Judge is denying an extension again. Yeah, they want their books cleared. Yeah, they want their books cleared for this year. Exactly right. Going into a new tax year, they want their books cleared.
That's what we were thinking.
Yeah, exactly. No, when tax year comes, yeah, when tax year comes, you're gonna want your books cleared, especially on something like this. It's a lot of money. IRS gonna be like,
the people that did the stage too. Everybody wants to clear their books, you know.
David doesn't.
Yeah.
David doesn't.
You don't care.
Yeah, I did too. Once the case got kicked up, I'm learning through this process, you guys. And I found out when you get kicked up to chief magistrate, man, you don't fuck with that guy. You don't fuck with chief magistrate. So yeah, this judge is basically saying put up or shut up. It looks like they're gonna strike the expert witness. I think. Because the expert witness Ashley Joseph Bush, plaintiffs argue that Joseph Bush and Ashley Larimer should both be excluded because they are not experts, which is absolutely right. That hasn't had a family member taken advantage of. I do too. I hope he goes in front of a judge. I do too. I don't know. 8 billion souls.
I don't know how he can sleep. He obviously doesn't have a conscience.
He sleeps underwater because he's a walrus. That's where he sleeps. Yeah. He's a fucking land walrus. He goes back to the ocean at night to sleep. But yeah, that's the case update. So it looks like summary judgment. No delay in the case. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yep. If you're gonna settle, get your ass in gear, basically. So David, You got to put up or shut up now at this point, motherfucker. You better show up some money, and a lot of it, or guess what? You're gonna go to court, David. You're gonna go to court, and guess what? You and Michelle are both gonna have to appear most likely, because you're mentioned in the lawsuit. There's communications with you guys, so you could have to go to court, David, unless you somehow fucking get out of it and grease your way out of it with your fucking greasy ass fingers. I'm sorry, Andrew Gates. I'll never insult the walrus again. Okay, I promise. I apologize to the walruses. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, it's just he's a new species of walrus. He's a land walrus, man. It's just a land walrus has no intelligence, right? A marine walrus has intelligence, right? But the land walrus, the new species, David E. Taylor, no, he doesn't have an intelligence of a walrus. Okay, his brain is a fucking donut. Yeah, walrus with the wig. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think he's got the money to settle. That's where I'm at. I don't think he's got the money to settle. If he did, he would have settled by now. He wouldn't have had to pull that $40,000 credit card. He would have fucking paid that shit straight up. We wouldn't have seen that $40,000 hit on his credit report if he had the money to settle and paid the lawyer straight up. But to pay out a $40,000 credit card in 1 month, yeah, that tells us a lot, David. That tells us that you burnt that 40 grand on a lawyer. No, thanks, Andrew Gates. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe, or hit that like and dislike too if you hit that like or dislike. I think that he's banking on being able to go bankrupt. Bella, I don't think he's got the money to settle out of court. Bella, look, this is a $40,000 credit card he pulled just to pay his lawyer off. If he had the money, he wouldn't have had to pull this 40 grand on and put it on credit. He's paying his lawyer on interest, Bella, and probably high interest on this card too. This card probably isn't a standard interest rate credit card. I know he should have gave Rick Frazier the $100,000 back. That's what David should have done. He should have given Rick Frazier back the 100 grand. Rick Frazier wouldn't have made a deposition. Rick Frazier wouldn't have deposed him, and he just given him back 10% of the million he took from Debbie.
He would have been better off in the long run.
He would have. He would have been better off paying the 100 grand to Rick Frazier, and the deposition wouldn't exist. If he goes to court, well, I don't know. The judge, it could go both ways, right? It's kind of a slippery situation with this case, Kennedy. It really is. But we'll see what the judge says, man. David's playing a slippery game right now with the courts. And for the most part, guess what? It's in Movie Props court now because they've showed everything to the courts. David hasn't. It's exactly why he's going to court, because they can't figure out, dude, they're trying to get it in settlement right now. And we just got a court update right now that says, hey, if you're going to settle it, do it right now. Quit fucking around. Settle the case, pay the monies, be done and over with it. But they can't. You know who can't? David, because they don't have the money, or else they would have done it already. They would have settled this case. But David's got bigger fish to fry than this case. Figure he's got the IRS after him still, you guys. Why do you think the loan got denied? Loan got denied for this case. They were trying to pull a loan for the stage to get it built, and the loan got denied. So what does that tell everybody about this organization? They can't get funding. They're running out of money, or else they would have been able to build a stage. They can't do it. Another reason is because of trucks. Okay. If they're going to move this stage, they're going to be making multiple fucking trips, blowing fucking racks of fucking money on fuel to make multiple trips in one truck to pick up the stage and go transport it to wherever the fuck they want.
And then they've got to pay the storage wherever they put it.
David's, I'll just go put it in one of the mansions, okay? We'll just go stack it up in one of the mansions. He's all, we'll go put it up in Nellie's house. Hey, let's go do some structural re-engineering on Nellie's house with the stage, everybody, okay? Come on, cult members, we're going.
You'll never see him use that stage, Alex.
No, we won't. Kevin G's got a good point. They have no capital to secure and loan that's at or over $1 million. Kennedy Mueller. They couldn't even do a proper fucking discovery because David wouldn't give them the proper documents, dude. This is what this is all over. They couldn't even, dude, they couldn't get through a fucking proper discovery, Dave, dude, because David and his fucking cult blew off the fucking courts. Yeah, how does David buy the Boeing campus when he can't even pay for fucking storage?
Exactly.
It's Kennedy. Like I said, man, if I ever saw David just on the street one day, I would probably just go to work in Minecraft, man. I would sit and wait for the cops to show up when I'm done. Be like, yeah, it was me. It was me. It was me right here. I'm ready to go. Take me in. Just saying, what this guy's done is fucking disgusting. It's a fucking spit on the system. It's a spit on us, the taxpayers. Because guess who's paying this judge right now? You are.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are paying the judge. I'm paying the judge. Tommy Gunn's paying the judge. Chuck Wood's paying the judge. Kevin G, Bella, Kennedy, Michael, you guys are all paying the judge to continue on with David's bullshit. Not with this, because it's a federal civil case, man. Dude, I would love to see for the judge to ask for tax documents, bro. They were asked for tax documents and they didn't provide them. They were asked. I keep forgetting they were asked. They were asked and they provided none. They were ordered. Hang on. They were ordered to provide tax documents and they provided none. They might as well have walked into the judge and said, "Fuck you, judge. I ain't giving you shit."
It's because he hasn't filed taxes, correct?
Exactly, because he can't provide the documents. Because their way of accounting is so fucked up, it would show huge negligence. It would for sure show money laundering, tax evasion, shit like that. That's why they don't want to provide any documents. Yeah, this new judge ordered them. No, I think the old judge ordered them, but they didn't provide them. I'm not sure if the new judge ordered them. The chief, what is it? The chief magistrate? I don't know. I didn't know we could do that when we have to see a judge. Well, yeah, and the judge can order bank accounts. They can order them, right? And if they don't, the judge can just hold them in criminal contempt until they're ordered, until they get them. Be like, okay, you're not going to provide them. Well, guess what? We're just going to hold you in criminal contempt until you want to provide the documents. It's just a shame that this is what our judicial system is at, is we have these judges and lawyers who can't even see through this shit. Okay, if you requested everything, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. Because that's what's needed in this. Because look at this. $40,000 credit card. Yeah, he's going to say, you're going to have to ask my lawyer, Michelle. Not Michelle Brandon, because she fucking took off because she saw the egg was cracking and she took off under a fake name and took an ambulance out. That's why I can't find her. David's all, where the fuck is Michelle, everybody? Yeah, Michelle's MIA. Found the church had numerous loans with no viable salaries or repayment program, saying you'll get offerings and not qualify for loans. I know, right? I get offerings. Sorry, it doesn't qualify for loan. Do you have a stable income, sir? Yeah, well, I get seeds. Well, what the fuck are seeds? Well, it's when people give me money in my church. Well, sorry, sir. I know.
Somebody should send him a bag of seeds.
No, I'm gonna send him a bag of jelly dicks if I send him anything. That's from me. New shirt. Where's Michelle? Would David have the duck face? Like, dude, I'm gonna make one now. I'll put one on the merch store. Where's Michelle? And it's gonna be duck face David. I love it. No, for real, Kevin G, you got it, dude. I'll put one up on the merch store. But random shit comes across, I'll make a badass shirt which says, "Where's Michelle?" Yeah. People will probably know when they see it, like, oh, who's Michelle? Like, oh, I know that face. See David's big ass with fucking duck face. Yeah. No. How does switching the names on all these properties and the quitclaim deeds affect what it looks like David owns? Well, what it shows is the fact that he's trying to avoid, because remember, JMMI has been revoked by the IRS. Remember? All these properties were in the names JMMI prior to that. Now he caught wind of the IRS revoking his status. He's like, better move all the properties out of fucking JMMI names and put them into KOGGC, right? Now you're fucking committing fraud. That's fraud, Kennedy. You can't do that. That's illegal, dude. That's him. Do you know what that shows? Do you know what that tells me? Is that he's aware of the crimes he's committing and he's trying to cover his tracks, dude. That's what that tells me. Quit claim him, put him in other people's names. Guess what the mob did? The exact same thing back in the day. Hey, fucking put him in my wife's name. Well, guess what the feds did? They went and made all the wives fucking poor too after they busted the mob, dude. Telling you, this is run like a mob organization. When they bust David, they're going to take it all, dude. Exactly. He's trying to distance himself from his own crimes. Exactly. He's trying to distance himself from his own crimes, which is why he has everybody else probably sign the paperwork, right? Michelle do the fucking trademarking, Kia get in touch with this stage company, Michelle doing all the talking with the stage company, sending other people down. David has everybody else doing the work for him. Exactly. Trying to hide them from liens being filed against. That way, no assets exist within the church. Right now, when the IRS comes for JMMI's assets, you'll be like, oh, none of this is JMMI. It's all KOGGC. Well, where the fuck is all the assets from JMMI then? Where's all this money? How did you buy all these properties in 2 years when your exemption is just brand new? Where did you amass all this money from with KOGGC all of a sudden? He took all the money from JMMI, whatever money he had in those bank accounts, all the fucking properties. Guess what? Quit claimed them all over to KOGGC. Now what do you have? Now you got a paper trail.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. You got a paper trail.
You got a paper trail now. Well, we found the paper trail. It's on the county appraisal district. It's exactly what's happening. It's a mob bomb, basically. Somebody said it's basically when you bankrupt fucking tax exemptions, man. The mob did it. David, the mob did exactly what you're doing. Why do you think the IRS is fucking revoking your status, you dipshit? Because you are committing mob type criminal activity within your organization. That's what you're doing. He's like, no, I'm not. Well, yeah, David, when you David, why did you sell the JMMI building to KOGGC, David? Why did you do that? If you're on the up and up, why get rid of that building? You sell it to yourself for an inflated price too. Yeah, this is RICO. This got RICO written all over it, dude. It really does. Yeah, RICO court's racketeering, influence, and corruption organization court, right? I think Rudy Giuliani created. He's about to be fucking prosecuted by his own court like a dumb shit. All right. RICO court. And there's a lot of RICO. I've been seeing quite a few RICO cases going on quite recently. And the RICO courts don't fuck around, man. There's one going on right now. The Young Thug trial. Of course, they're listing them as rentals. Yep. Yeah, here it is. All right. Racketeer and influence and corrupt organizations. There you go. Let's check it out. All right, check this out. All right, here we go. This is how you get tied up in RICO courts right here. Criminal history. Man, there's all kinds of shit. Oh, yeah, RICO cases destroy your life, man. Yep. People like Susan, Ashley, if you're paying attention to this, any of Ashley's family, if you're paying attention to this, guess what? You guys could lose all your fucking money because of David. RICO cases are real things. And the government created it for pieces of shit like David. And these are all guidelines. Calculating the offense level for a RICO offense. Let's go check. Let's go see how they calculate offenses for RICO. And this is coming from our government webpage. This is the government. This isn't me making this shit up. Okay. These are RICO offenses. This is how the government fucking prosecutes. Yep. Oh, you'll be in huge debt with RICO, dude. RICO fucking ruins your life, man. Let's see. Court must calculate the offense level for both subsections. All right. Underlying racketeering activity may consist of a single racketeering act, such as a collection of a single unlawful debt. In that case, the court follows the approach outlined above to calculate the offense level for both subsections. Oh yeah, people get life for RICOs, man. YSL, dude. I was watching a Bruce Rivers this morning. I was laughing my ass off because they're saying a young YSL thug, that whole fucking RICO case, that they're trying to say his name is something human under God or some shit like that. And they're like, get the fuck out of here, man. Young Thug's trying to say his name is like godly and some shit, but they're like, nah, the fuck out of here. And in that case, guess what's being brought into trial? Yeah, that case is fucking crazy. They're allowing the rap lyrics to come into the trial. That's huge because they're trying to say they're not a criminal organization, but when they're talking about rap and pulling PPP loans and shit to buy their jewelry, yeah, that's pretty fucking damning evidence. And what's cool about it, Duck 3, is these guys, they're documenting their own fucking crimes on social media. It's like, dude, are you guys fucking dumb? Hey, let me go ahead and tell everybody about all the shit I'm doing. You know, I'm going to go ahead and buy all this shit and go ahead and put it on social media and show everybody that I'm committing the crimes. And the fucking lawyers are having a fucking field day with this. Bruce Rivers is like, this is the ultimate example of self-snitching. He's like, these guys snitch so fucking bad, it's ridiculous. He's like, I would not want to be these guys' lawyers, dude. Yeah, that case is absolutely insane. It's insane. But the judge is allowing the rap lyrics to come into the court because that is relevant, dude. Yeah, no, I don't think it should be able to be used either unless it's a super extreme case like this, right? And this is one of those super extreme cases where it's like they're trying to say Young Thug's last name is something different and YSL stands for something different, right? And watch the Bruce Rivers, dude. He just did a fucking video on it. I was laughing my ass off on it, man. Duck 3, when you get a chance, watch that because it's a RICO case. It's a RICO case. And David, you really are, man. You're looking at RICO, dude. David, you're looking at a lot of shit. No, none of these guys are very bright. What? 100 dead people? In that case, it wouldn't surprise me, dude. Like, David, if you're convicted of any of these acts of racketeering or anything like that, like, look, like extortion by force or threat of injury or serious damage. Say you're trying to extort somebody by fucking threat or serious damage, guess what? You just enhance your charges. Each offense is different. The extortion offenses are not grouped because each offense involves a different victim. Like, look, that's your offense level, right? Combined offense level, and then they base your time off your offense level. So if it's like a really high offense level, right, they're going to fucking start stacking up your offense levels. And I don't know what these calculate to, but they have a book where you look up this offense level and it tells you how many years you get. Yeah, that whole organization, that's why they're shutting it down. And that's why they brought RICO on them, Duck 3, is because it's a complex organization, kind of like David's. Very much like David's. I don't think David's doing any of that hardcore criminal shit, you know, but he's definitely into some criminal shit that is into some criminal shit, man. Prior sentence. Yeah, David, you're definitely looking at RICO charges. Yeah, David Liz, you know, Debbie's case could be considered extortion, dude. It could be considered extortion, man. What David's done at this level, yeah. None of them or short time stays in the pen. Yeah. But see, dude, when you start getting into some serious shit, look at this. Start getting into drug crimes and shit like that. Man, they step the fucking charges up real quick. Yeah, David's not smart enough. I'm pretty sure Mahesh kicked him to the fucking curb after the cop showed up. Mahesh probably said, don't ever fucking contact me again. You brought all this heat to me. Think of Mahesh, dude. Think of Mahesh probably running his fucking business clean for years, and then David shows up and all of a sudden he's got problems. Mahesh is like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Why do I have all these problems when you show up, David?
He's
Yeah.
got a lot of problems. A lot.
Yeah, I always go back to Mahesh, man. Oh, that picture of David buying maxi pads? Yeah. Now add prostitution and trafficking to that, Rico? Fuck, man. You're looking at 25 to life now for sure. Just on the trafficking charges. The trafficking charges, man. I'm telling you, more and more people are getting nailed for trafficking, man. You want to see one that I just saw the other day? Check this out. I'll show you guys. I sent it out to one of my friends. And I was like, check this out, man. Look, another one got busted. Here it is, right here. Check this out. Check this out. You guys want to see?
Yes.
What's up? It's me, by the way. Hey, nice to meet you. How you doing? Beautiful. Thank you. I answer yourself. Beautiful. Got a shower before I got here. I appreciate it. I'm gonna come in here shower. So, will you a half hour? That could be fine, but I just want to let you know I don't play before you pay. That's all. I understand. That's it. Okay. I think that's fair. I understand. Okay. So, how much is your half hour? 100. Hour 240.
No, the dude's a Pentagon employee, bro.
You're clean, I need to be clean. That'd be nice. Yeah. I told you I was gonna shower. I'll play games either, so. I'm not, have you? Sheriff's office, put your hands up. Hey, I'm not doing anything. Put your hands up. I'm not doing anything. Excuse me. Don't. I'm not doing anything. I was getting.
Busted. Man, it says top Pentagon official gets busted by the fucking sheriff, man. I would too. I would love to see a video like that at the Campus for the Harvest of the feds fucking raiding that place and busting David. 100%. I would love to see that. I wasn't doing nothing, motherfucker. You just paid her for sex, dude. You're a top fucking Pentagon official. And you know why they typically don't like people with security clearances doing that? Because you can be bought, man. That guy's going to lose his job. He's going to lose his clearance. He's probably going to lose a lot of shit, man. Let's see. That's for murder, Rico. Yeah. Like, David, if you're starting to get involved in like sex crimes and shit with Rico, you kick up your offense fucking times 10. David's all, who's Rico? But yeah, we'll go and wrap it up there, guys. I'm gonna play video games.
I was gonna say, Alex, I have to run too, but it's been real, dude.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of fun here. We talk about a lot of stuff. We cross a lot of
Thank you so much for your help and the invite. We'll talk to you again.
Yeah, have a good day, Ray Michelle. Thanks for coming on.
We will send you that stuff that we talked about.
Okay, have a good night.
Okay, you too. God bless.
You too. Bye-bye. Yeah, David. Yeah, David is this Rico thing. Telling you, man, if you're gonna play ball with the big boys, guess what? You better be willing to play ball with the big boys. I know he's all, hey, is that Rico from Miami Vice? Summary judgment, bro. Summary judgment. They're trying to settle, and the judge said, you better fucking hurry up and settle or else. Yeah. Summary judgment, bro. Yep. David's got to pay. And we're looking at some Rico guidelines right now. David. The court case is moving along, and it's pretty much at a brick wall right now. It's either put up or shut up. And the thing is the judge, you guys, the judge, we're gonna start wrapping it up here. The judge is gonna be pissed that this case is even sitting on her fucking desk. There, honestly, put yourself in the judge's shoes. You guys are coming to me with this case because this fucking guy can't pay his goddamn bills. What the fuck is this even here for? Yeah, just David's fucked as usual. David's all as long as it's with the pineapple, okay, and sideways. But yeah, so they were trying to extend the case. The judge said no, got denied, and yeah, that's where we're at with it now. They're trying to push it out till next year, get it off the books. Like somebody was saying, hey, they want these finances off the books for next year, man. They do. Whatever money's coming in, it needs to be cleared up off the books for next year. I don't think he'll try to avoid the court demands, but I think he's going to try. David's going to try something. We know that. We know David will always try something to get his fucking greasy little rat claws out of any situation he's in. That's just what he does. He'll throw somebody to the fucking walls. He'll send Ashley down to court. He won't go. David will send Joseph for some bullshit to go to court. But actually, David and Michelle are the heads of this organization. So there is correspondence. So they could be called to court. But I don't. It's just. David. Just, we'll be in touch, everybody. And David, pay your bills, man. Pay your bills. You won't have these problems. He's all, I am paying my bills. I'm paying my personal bills, though. He's all, fuck everything else. I'm going to bankrupt everything else, and nobody's going to get any money. No, thank you for pointing that out, Kevin G. David has never been in a jam like this one before. Nah, this is a big jam, dude. This is a big jam. Now they've been ordered by court to produce federal documents, tax documents. And tax documents are federal documents, everybody. Where do they go to? The IRS. That's a federal entity. Yes. So David is in a jam, and a big one at that. He's got the court case. He's got the IRS. He can't get loans. No money's coming in. He's paying out. People are leaving, not joining. This is worst case scenario for David E. Taylor at this point. This case getting kicked up to chief magistrate, and now all these filings for the judge basically saying, nope, you got to put up or shut up now at this point. Otherwise, it's going to trial. It's either settle at this point right now, or it goes to jury trial. That's it. Settle or trial. They were trying to go to non-jury, but the judge is like, nope, you settle or it's going to jury trial. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's in a shit way right now, Trip 9. You're right, bro. He's in a shit way. Why do you think they've been so quiet? Because they're trying to figure out, like, fuck, how are we going to get out of this shitstorm that we've created for ourselves, right? But they're not going to because they don't have the money. Right? That's where we're at. They're broke. This is how we know they're broke, okay? The $40,000 credit card. Okay, if they weren't broke, they wouldn't need to pull that. We wouldn't be seeing that on his credit report. The turkey drive is a complete flop. They're trying to get as much money as they can. The court case, storage fees, everything. They are completely broke. They can't. You guys filed for a loan, you couldn't get one? That's pretty telling. I know it sounds like the First Bank of Susan is closed. And once again, Ashley Larimer and Alexis and Susan, you guys, telling you guys could lose your fortune. You guys are involved in this, guess what? Government can come for your money too. If you're involved in the scam and the fraud. Yeah, the flop and slop turkey drive. All right. David's the one they're going to base, though. It's going to be David. They're going to fucking base, bro. Think about that. Yep. First Bank of Susan is closed. And David they're scrounging for money at this point, guys. It's probably every man for himself inside that cult right now. I'm trying to figure out what they're even eating at this point. Food? Once the food starts running out, then we'll have some problems. Then we'll have problems. If people aren't eating there, guess what? People start getting hungry, guess what? They'll fucking wake up real fucking fast. So, y'all stay safe. Have a good Friday. Catch you on the next live when there's an update. But for now, it's either settle jury trial right now. Two things: settle or jury trial. David had the money to settle. He would have settled by now. Let's keep that in mind. Is David going to settle or quite a few, Christopher figures. Quite a few. Quite a few. And you know what they all say? They all say he's a fucking disgusting pig slob. That's what they all say. Go to my channel and listen. Go listen to the interviews with Valerie. I've talked to other women offline too, but I won't give out their names, and they all say he's a fucking slobby ass piece of shit. Oh, you had a pastor like him? Well, that's good that you got out, Christopher figures. Hey dude, just read your Bible, okay? You don't need you don't need a pastor. Pastors are nice. I'm not saying you don't need them. They're nice to be there when you have questions, but you ultimately, dude, your relationship with God should be between you and God, man. Not another fucking man. You don't need a man to get to God. That's what we point out here. Read your Bible. God will be totally cool with it, man. He really will. He really will. He won't get mad at you for reading your Bible and calling out prophets for fucking spreading lies. No. Quite the opposite, probably. But yeah, I've talked to several women. Yep. And they all say David's a fucking piece of shit. But Christopher, hit that like and subscribe, man. I got interviews on my channel, dude, with survivors from this cult. They're damaging, dude. They're damaging. But, dude, there's a good pastor on this channel. I can refer you to him, dude. If you need some spiritual guidance, dude, we'll put you in line with the right people, dude. We really will. We really will. We got good people on here, man. We're not trying to stray people away from religion. More or less, we're trying to get people just to question their leaders, man. That's it. Question them. If you're saying you had a pastor like him, that's a fucking shit situation, man. David's bad news, dude. David's bad news. He's probably the worst of the worst right now, man. But yeah, no, we have interviews on here, man, and a lot of people have come forward about this and have told their stories, man. And everyone, the stories are similar, but every experience, the experiences are different, right? Stories are similar, but the experiences that people share are different. And everyone's different, man. Everybody experiences something different at this cult. It's all abusive. It's all fraud. It's all a scam. And there's one man in charge, and that's David E. Taylor. That's it. He'll throw everybody under the fucking bus. Yeah, how's toilet paper getting in? Right, Kevin G? Do they even have food now? What are they eating? Me and Jake talked about that. We're in the military. Dude, to feed 40 people, guess what? Food for 40 people goes really fucking fast. Right? 50 people inside that hotel. How's toilet paper getting in? How's food getting in? Hygiene? How are they getting proper medical care if they need it? What if there's pregnant women there? What if there's sick people there? How are they getting help? That hotel is fucking it's a Sodom and Gomorrah. That place. It's a fucking cesspool of filth. It is cesspool. Yeah, there's kids there. How are the kids getting proper health and medical care if they need it? Probably not, because they got them all fucking locked down. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be #1 bestseller, but it definitely needs to be done because I'm going to mention everything in it once I do write it. I don't think it's sanitary, Kevin. I honestly think it's a fucking cesspool of filth. That's what I think. I think it is a complete fucking cesspool, man. It's probably dirty and fucking stinky. Dude, nobody's going in there to deep clean that place, man. Nobody's going in there to deep clean that hotel. Yeah, I mean, imagine. No, he never reads from the Bible. He doesn't read from the Bible. Very occasionally. But, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there, man. And y'all have a good weekend. I don't know when I'll be live again. Like I said, I'm going to kind of take it chill when there's updates, yeah. But for the most part, I'm going to kind of kick it on the back burner for a little bit. Let David's world implode on him for a while. Work on Catherine Crick because, yeah, she needs to be fucking peeled. Yeah, I think 9 months, 40 to 50 people in that building, 24/7, not cleaning it, not vacuuming, not cleaning the windows, toilets, all that shit. The laundry, oh my god, I don't even want to know what the fucking beds are like, man. It's got to fucking smell something foul in there, man. It really does. That hotel in Houston, everybody, it's a prostitution hotel. That brothel right there at 14380 Freeway North in Houston. Anybody that drives by that, if you drive by that today, take a look at it. Take a good long look at it. There's a religious sex cult there that's running prostitution out of it. So stay away from it, report it. And if you're the community down there, you guys have the power to get them the fuck out of there. And I also recommend you guys watch the movie, the documentary on the Love Is One cult. There's 3-part series. It's really good. I recommend everybody watch it, man. And there's similarities to Catherine Crick with that too. People calling Mother God, calling her mom, right? Yeah, I'm starting to see that with Catherine. Pretty soon, Catherine's going to be drinking post-colloidal silver and shit, so fucking turn all blue. But you'll have a good week. Check you on the next live. You guys be safe. And like I said, when there's more updates, we'll do more updates. But like I said, I'm going to start working on Catherine Crick for a bit. And so, yeah, with that being said, man, y'all have a good Friday. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for listening. And David, enjoy the fucking court case, man. The bathroom in Taylor smelled like sewage. That's what I heard, was the bathrooms were filth there, Carla. That's what I heard. They smelled like fucking urine and puke. Yep. That's exactly what we heard. Yep. We heard it just like that they smelled like shit. That they smelled like shit and they were in fucking poor condition. Yeah. So, no, we're aware of that. But y'all have a good night. Happy Friday, and catch you on the next live, everybody.